Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Tabletop 24. I'm Alan, and this is not Barry. This is Mike. So, unfortunately, Barry couldn't make it be with us today due to an emergency. I know he's obviously already in the comments, so check out Baz the Bar from there. So
definitely like and subscribe.
Yeah. So I've upgraded, downgraded, side-graded into Mike.
A bit taller.
Yeah. You may not recognise without his own.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I had a bit of a trim. Thought be on camera, make myself look good.
A bit more presentable.
Yeah, exactly.
So you may know of Mike's reputation as the butcher of Pod 3 from the UK National. So obviously taking down the whole pod, even though he couldn't get in. So obviously you've got a pedigree of player there and picked up a lot of players going around. So today we've got 6 rounds of Swiss, followed by a top 8 cut. Now we've looked at the names on the list.
Some good competition today.
Yeah.
Really top.
I think that might well be because of the money on the line.
Oh yes, definitely.
So we've got £1,000 on the line for my 11 rounds. So we've got £400 to the winner. I believe it's 200 for second, 100 for third and fourth, and 50 for the remaining top 8. So
what an extra price for it. Yeah, it's amazing.
And that's on top of the actual standard price. So our winner's going to be going home with gold foil. And 400 quid, ATI, 400 quid, and what we got for some of the players at Tabletop 8.
Yeah, so what we've got on the entry there was a bag with boosters in, and they got some dice as well, so we actually living realm dice. Thought it was really quite nice. But also not just one, but two. There's 2 golden tickets for Madrid. Yeah, exactly. That's not for the top 8. That is randomly given out to anybody lower than top 8.
So our top 8 we're going to go home with cash, and potentially somebody else or 2 of the people are going to be going home with a real nice prize from Madrid. So heard it from Fabio that the guys here will also. They're looking forward to that.
So what do you think today's going to be?
It's going to be a long day. I think there's going to be some very competitive play out there. Like I say, it always changes the game when the money's on the line.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to see some top level play, I feel. Yeah. Really good stuff.
So 2 seconds, just need to double check something. So it's going to be a very tough game. Our players are just starting to get ready for their seats. I believe we may have paired first round.
Yep.
So we're about 50 players today. What we've seen so far is that Chain and Starbo are going to be.
They're definitely going to be very heavy in this game. Going to see a lot of Chain, a lot of Starbo. I heard of rumour, I've only seen one buyer so far.
Which is odd, because Brian's been down there.
It's Liam, the old wag, won with buyer yesterday. Fair play to the guy who bought it, followed his journey on Facebook.
And at the end of the day, as well, you can prove that any hero can make the grade because the buyer just took
yeah, exactly, yeah. TQ and Brian, Taiwan. Yeah, and that was Manson's day, which non-blood decks. So yeah, that was really nice to see.
So just prove any hero can take it out of the back.
So do we know who we're going to put on first round?
So we're just waiting for the final pairings. Hopefully we've got Kano deck.
I'm hoping so. I think
nice.
spoke to one of the players. We're going to get Kano on to start with, hopefully. See if his opponent's okay with it as well. And then we'll get this ball rolling.
Yeah. During round 1, we will obviously get a list of all the players, so you'll be seeing their rankings, their records, and also the hero that they're on. And we'll come back to you hopefully after round 1, possibly round 2, with the hero rank, what the meta looks here. But I think we're going to be very surprised if it's not going to be 8. The field is going to be Chain or Star, which is going to be.
But it's going soon.
Yeah,
exactly. So hopefully, Chain by the end of the PQ season. We're gone. Starvo gone. 2 heroes gone. 3 brand new ones in for the next set.
Yeah.
It's a nice refreshing set.
Another room blade that might go.
So we'll see.
So, brilliant. Well, stay tuned. We'll be back with round 1, hopefully in the next 5-ish minutes. Players are just getting their briefing, and then we'll be underway. So stay tuned, and we're back really soon.
Catch you guys. See you in a bit.
Hello and welcome back. We hope you're enjoying the coverage. That was the end of round 3 for the stream. There's 3 more rounds still to come. A few players are still finishing up the round 3, so we will get rankings of that out over probably about the next 5-10 minutes. But what we did want to talk to you about was the hero breakdown. Now, we alluded obviously earlier that we were going to see a lot of Chain and Starbo, and obviously we've just seen that there. But the numbers speak for themselves. Starbo edged out just over Chain. Now, normally you would expect to see a little bit of a little bit less Chain,
I think people are just getting those last reps in before we hit Legends. So they're just throwing him out. It's a good counter to Starvo because if you push this hard enough, but some of the other decks, if you just keep pushing the chain, pulling out some really strong damage. That's we saw some of the damage turns. Took it off the Starvo in the last game, and then just lowered more and more pressure.
Yeah, and obviously in that last round, I can see obviously in the chat that there was no banish of the chain player's turn. I think it was just he knew he was dead to rights at that point, and I think that just skipped. Obviously didn't impact the game, and there. So unfortunate. I think he knew at that point he was done. Once Starvo comes out, and obviously Alex wasn't really praying. Wasn't painting chain at that point.
So I had a quick chat with them both after, and Alex was just aggro.
Imad.
Imad said he thought he was going into fatigue, so he kind of went, okay, he's going to fatigue. Instead of looking at what weapon he has, the Stalamite or the Russian is really key. The Rampart and the Stalamite depends on which way they're going.
Yeah, and obviously those frostbites didn't help Chain at all. I think getting down to a couple of card hands, and everybody knows Chain really needs that card in hand, not to play, but to play for resources later in the game.
So we've also got 3 Kano, as we talked about. We've seen that Kano on the table so far today. We've also seen, I love Viserai, my baby, with Oliver earlier. I think he's 3-0. He's smashing it. Like I said, he's really pushed, really developed as a Viserai player. And he just keeps coming in. He's hit a couple of top 8s over the last few weeks. He's just putting those reps in with Viserai, and he's really showing it. We've just had a dash. I just found one of the dashes 3-0 as well. So maybe looking at putting them on stream after, so that'll be a bit of dash play and see how that's going.
Obviously, as always, we will try and get newer matchups into there, and appreciate that. With 15 start, 16 start and 15 chain, it is incredibly difficult for us to avoid that matchup.
But it is great to see some of these lower, like Viserai and Dash.
2 Rhinos as well,
exactly, yeah. So they're still doing really well. Like I said, it just shows the amount of the hero, a lot of it's for the player as well.
Yeah, it is. And obviously we've got quite a few prisms, which is probably no surprise, trying to keep Starvo in check.
We've got 5 Lexis as well. Yeah. So it's probably the new Lexi deck that's floating around. It's very interesting with the, it's got the on-hit effects. It's also got the aid or discard and cards, and a very good player can manage your hand with, okay, that's a on hit if you let that hit. Or actually, okay, you let that hit, I'm going to make you discard a card or pay the resources, and they can manage your hand very well. And it'd be nice to see a couple of them shine through that today.
Yeah, and obviously you play Dimitri with his back of match, so it can be a bit of a challenge. What
chain, and I still haven't beat it yet. I think he's 12-0 against me with that deck, and
it can be quite punishing. Obviously, he's particularly good. It's got a lot of frost ice in it, which is really going to slow down a go again deck. And that's it. So. Yeah, there's a good mix of the field, apart from obviously the top end. So we're hopefully balancing that out. Now, with 59 players here today, that does give us a little bit more to pull from in regards to matchup. So hoping we'll get there for a while. Obviously, round 4 could be a big one for some people because it could mean it locks into the top 8. And again, we've got to mention today that locks into a cash prize.
Exactly.
Which is the big thing for today. So there's £1,000 of grabs here.
Yeah, definitely. With what Fabio at Living Realms put into this extra. I think everybody's there to turn up. He's having a good time as well so far.
And you can tell by that, and hopefully you've seen the quality of play that has been on there on the field on stream. So hopefully we'll see a bit more of that going in. Like I said, we'll see what Dash does. If it's Dash versus Starvo, that could be a bit of a one-sided swing.
He's 3-0. He's 3-0, so clearly he knows what he's doing with it.
Yeah, so that'll be interesting. Stay tuned. We'll be back hopefully shortly once the round 3 is finished with the final standings. So we'll catch you in a bit. Take care. Hello and welcome back. So hopefully now we are going to be seeing some of the standings as they are quite now. So, yep, that worked. So we have our top 8 are on 3-0 currently. So it's a little bit of a mix, but it's predominantly dominated by Starvo. Now, quite interestingly, there's a lot of chain in the middle of the pack, so hoping there we're going to see some of those rise to the top, so we're not got to start a dominated top 8 when we get.
It's quite nice. We've got two prisms in the top 8 at the moment. That good against Sabo. Great to see. Number 1 at the moment, Dash.
Yep.
And then we've got Oliver in Viceroy.
Yep.
Local boy. Pushing through.
Yeah, no, obviously we spoke to Ollie earlier and we've spoken to him last week as well. He's really owning that deck that he's got there. We've got obviously some good players that are on. I know Jacob, he's been repping Starboard since he come out.
Definitely.
And he's always been the bridesmaid. I don't know whether he actually ever got his PQ in, but I know he's looking there. And obviously Matt Light, Rob Can.
Yeah. They're all pushing for it. I know a lot of these people in the top 8 at the moment are after that PTI at the moment because they've not gained it through some of the other PTIs at the moment. So I think that it's going to be a tough field over the next few games.
Yeah, and obviously to quote Barry, Liverham's is the Proquest to win. It's one of the biggest in the country, if not the biggest, and it's the one to win. And we've got the cash prize on offer today as well. So there's a lot of people here going for that, and every win is going to count going into that round. Getting the strength of schedule. So obviously, if you topping off, you should be playing up against 8.
And you're going to choose which if you go first or second. That's such some key terms. Chain wants to go first, of course.
Well, Stava wants the choice, doesn't he? He wants the choice of what he's getting rid of.
Exactly.
And then obviously Viceroy, he wants to be making those rune charts first turn.
Exactly.
Not letting you strip any cards out.
Same as Dash, getting those items out.
Yeah. So it's still all to play for. I think our top 8 are probably going to be a couple of those are going to come through. I would be surprised if they didn't. But we're yet to see some of the middle of the pack players.
Yeah, as I say, our closest Lexi is 25th.
Yeah. So we could still see that coming through to the top. So just to obviously give a shout out to the players that are not in the top half of the table. Still quite a lot of Starvo at the bottom end, and we have had a couple of players dropped. So that is unfortunate there, but those details. And then there's another drop. So there is a draft firing here today as well. So those that are dropping will be on board with that. I'm looking forward to getting some sealed victories onto their belt. So there's a real mixed field on the bottom half, so there could still be some surprises. Those people that have potentially got 2 wins still have a good chance, and maybe they could rise up for some of those places.
We've got a lot of competition to get through though.
Yeah, very much so. So again, there's our top 30. We should hopefully be seeing them soon. We are potentially getting Liam on with his Dash deck.
I've spoken to him about getting Dash on for the next game. He's quite happy with it. Although Jacob has just said, I want to play Liam next and have a bit of rivalry.
There you
go. Jacob has a bit of a soft spot for Dash. So it's kind of like, so maybe he might know Liam's deck better than...
Yeah, and you've seen that. So obviously Ollie earlier when he was playing against Starro, he's like, OG Bravo. It's like, I know Bravo. It's my hero. It's the one I know about. Yeah,
Golden Boy's been playing it for years. He knows what he's doing with it. He knows how to counter it. So that's how he's pushing.
Yeah. So just checking, we got about 15 minutes remaining until we go into round 4. We're just getting the pairings sorted. Players are still on a bit of a lunch break, and then we are due to start between 25 and 3:30, which is about 15 to 20 minutes. So stay tuned, and we'll be back with you as soon as we can. Bye-bye. Sorry, welcome back. Players are just discussing the standings after round 5. So looking at the top end of the table, this is your standings. We have 2 players on 5 and 8.
2 Prism players as well.
Yeah. So we did say we'll see whether Prism would rise.
Yeah, definitely.
Darbo's fallen off. Chain still struggling in the middle.
Yeah. We've got, at the moment, we've got 1 Chain in the top 8. We've also still got Dash. Liam's holding on. He's really pushing through really well with that Dash. Like I said, we've still got a few Starvos in there. And like I said, 1 Chain at the moment.
Yeah. So I think we've got about 8 players on 4 on 1. So I think it's winning in for pretty much everything.
Yeah, exactly. So we can see there's Kano still in that top 16 as well. 2 Kano still in the top 16, and we've even got Bolton.
Yeah, so it's good. So it's all to play for some of those?
Yeah, for the 4 on 1s.
It's crunch time?
Yeah, exactly. So they're really going to be pushing for that last round. They're all going to be trying to fight to get in.
So we will be underway with round 6 shortly. Players are just getting their pairings, and we'll be back with you soon. We won't be featuring the top match because obviously it is a mirror, and you probably more than likely to see at least one of those guys going into the top cut. So we'll look at somebody that potentially isn't winning in, see what that matchup might be. So stay tuned, and we'll be back with you in a bit.
Catch you in a bit.
Okay, and welcome back. We do have a top 8. So first of all, I'm going to start for the heroes. So this was our hero breakdown to the start of the game, the start of the day. Obviously, Starvo and Chain, we're topping out that with President following of suit. And now we are on to our top 8. That is not refreshed. So let's refresh that. Apologies for the nature of running. There, a little bit better. So we've got 3 star votes in the top 8. So I don't think that was a surprise. Following up with 2 chains. Again, that was a surprise.
No, with the and then we've got 2 prisms and 1 Kano. So good conversion rate for those 2.
Yeah, and I think obviously the Kano's taking people by surprise.
Yeah, well, to be fair, when I walked around, I looked at a few decks, not seen that much arcane barrier. So it probably a good shout. There was 3 Kanos, 1's made it through to the top 8.
Yeah, we saw Chris from the Tower and Titans first half.
Yeah,
where
he went
Kano
4-2 as well. So he's done well as well.
So the Kano is by Scott Jones. So he just had his toughest matchup into the prison.
Yes,
and
he's got another tough matchup in
prison again. Yeah. So we'll just come into what we believe are the final standings. So these are our final standings of the day. So we have Jang on 6-0. Everybody else sort of falling into line. Matt Life is 5-1. I don't know if Alex made the 5-1, but most of it is he's dropping. Sorry, everybody's 5-1 down to Rob Cannon, who got in with the 4-2. I think because Alex beat Darren, he actually got Rob into the top 8. So Rob got Alex to play for him.
Exactly.
So that then breaks down to hopefully our top cut, which we're waiting for confirmation of the pairings. But we think this should be it.
What a lineup that's going to be. So, like I said, at the moment we've got Prism versus Chain, then we've got Prism versus Kano, and then we've got Starvo versus Chain, and then we've got a Starvo.
So, best case scenario, we only end up with 2 Starvos in top 4. Which it is what it is now. He's got his legend. He's on his way out, and this Proquest is too much of that. But 2 Chain, will we see them get through? They're very well piloted. I think the Robcat and Jang game is going to be quite interesting to watch. And we're going to try and get that one on because we've not seen Prism yet. Yeah,
exactly. And also he's 6-0. He's piloting it really, really well.
And his last game was against Matt.
Exactly. Yeah, and I've heard feedback from Matt. He's really good pilot of the Prism deck, so it's going to be really interesting to see how he defends himself against the Chain matchup.
Yeah, and obviously we mentioned Scott on his Kano deck. He's just come off of a Prism game. He's going into a Prism game against Matt Light.
These 2 are testing partners as well, so literally they went to Proquest together, so they know how both work. And how both play as well, so it's going to be a really interesting match there too.
So I asked Scott how did he get through round 6. He went by dealing 56 damage in 1 turn. So I'm going to be interested to see how he got to that 56, but no doubt he just blew that Prism out the wall. And I think that's going to be a tough match. We've seen Matt play Prism a few times.
And he's playing it really well today. He's playing it really well. He's only, like I said, dropped 1 game. So, and to be fair, all of them have played so well today.
Really well. We've seen Alex obviously play against Chen already. And he all right.
I think Alex has come over. He's stomped on a few of the UK players, and
he's looking for his win. And then obviously we've got Jake in hand against Scott. Get into this top 8, and he's looking to get another PQ win.
Definitely.
So coming back down to prizes, all of these players have earned themselves £50. At least £50.
Exactly.
And then we've got £100 for 3rd and 4th. 200 for 2nd and 400 for first.
Also the gold foil. Don't forget the gold foil as well.
And all these guys will be getting their Bundle Spring Tunic, pack of sleeves as well.
And then of course first PTI for the first place.
Or second, should they have already got some. And downstairs there, I think they're just doing the draw for the 2 golden tickets to Madrid.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. I'm sure we'll announce who they got as well at some point.
They wouldn't let us enter.
I thought we got one for free, man. I thought that's what we were on here for. I thought that's what you invited me for.
So it's obviously going to go to 2 deserving players.
Exactly, yeah. Seriously, everybody who's played today has played superbly. We've seen some absolutely fantastic games, really clean games. And the community has been fantastic again. Once again, Fabio, he pulls it out of the bag every time.
Yeah. So Fabio Ryan and the team here at Living Realms, they always do a good event. One thing we did say when we started off, we wondered how competitive the environment was going to be, knowing that there's potentially a total of £1,000 on the line today. And I think...
Still been very humble.
Yeah, I think there's been nobody that's sort of gone, right, no, I'm doing this to the death. Obviously, you saw Matt Folks concede his game when he knew it was going to go to time. So I think there was also some very similar that happened elsewhere.
Yeah, so it's been an absolute pleasure so far. I'm really looking forward to the top 8. I can't wait to see what this shapes up to be.
Yeah. So stay tuned. We are due back at 7 o'clock, which is around just over 10 minutes. It is an untimed round, so we could be quick, we could be long. I think potentially we could see a fatigue prism again, possibly going into that. But we know Rob's been practicing this challenge for quite a while, so he might have a different strategy than Matt had earlier. So brilliant.
Well, thank you guys.
See you soon. Right then, guys. Thank you for staying alive and staying tuned in. It's been a long day. So how you found it?
First time being on stream, supporting Baz, being here for Baz. I've really enjoyed it. I just want to say thank you for Tabletop 24 for allowing me to come on. I've had a fantastic day myself. The amount of work you have put in is unbelievable. The amount of work Fabio, the judges, his team, I think everything's been great. You know, the atmosphere's been amazing. And you know what I like in this community? I love this community. And the game is good. I'm really happy. Thank you for allowing me to be on here.
So Barry, if you're still watching, you might have some competition coming forward.
We can see it both together.
Get a duo going. So that's probably us now for Proquest season. We'll likely be back with Road to Nationals, and we will catch you soon. So if you haven't done so already, give us a like, give us a subscribe, hit the bell notification for notifications when we do go live, and we will catch you all soon.
Also, don't forget, when you're in Castleford, come and see Living Realms, best shop, down the side.
Brilliant. Take care, guys, and we'll catch you soon.
Bye-bye.